Welcome to the microphone.
Good afternoon, our dear party chairman, members of the National Working Committee. I do not want to take much of our time, but I want to especially recognize my mother, Professor, our woman leader. Thank you very much, ma'am, for representing us. I want to, first of all, appreciate our dear party, the National Working Committee, and by extension, the leaders and founders of the great PDP, who gave me an opportunity to be a member of this party at a very young age of 18. And when I tell people that I'm a clear definition of a child that the PDP has raised, because I believe so much in the oneness and unity of Nigeria because I grew up in this party. This is a party where you can just pick up your phone and call someone in Katsina and get the things done for yourself. You guys could see my photo shoot. I didn't have to move anywhere. It was all done by party members across the whole nation. And this is what PDP has always stood for. And I appreciate that, and I appreciate the great privilege to be part of this family. You all know and you can attest to the fact that PDP is a party that gives youth and women recognition. They give youth and women inclusion and enable our voices to be heard. You can see the national youth leader, how young he is, and I know that the party also is proceeding further to do something in terms of the women, and they're going to shock Nigerians this time around. So I want to quickly go to my agenda, which I call the set agenda, which is security, electricity, and technology as the foundation of solving our country's problems, the numerous problems. Why do I say this? When you go to the Constitution, the Chapter 2 of the Nigerian Constitution stipulates clearly that it is the primary responsibility of government to provide security for lives and properties. And it doesn't matter the economic policies you come up with. If you cannot guarantee security, then you are just a joker. And when it comes to security in Nigeria, we have not dealt with it. Putting in mind our diversity, we have over 200 ethnic groups in Nigeria, but we still run a state of origin policy. It doesn't even make any sense. I, for one, I come from across 4 geopolitical zones in this country. So people like us, when we are having family get-togethers, we have people from Kano in my family, people from Katsina, people from Sokoto, people from Gombe, people from Cross River. It's just a big family because when you have 6 daughters in the family, and each of them marries across boards, all of these children are cousins. So if we continue running a primitive system of government where people are interested in your origin, you're going to register a child in school. Let's assume you are from Cross River, but you reside in Sokoto. You're not going to go to Cross River to register that child in school. If your wife needs to be put to bed, you're going to access healthcare in Sokoto. And the same thing security. So I have been advocating that we should jettison the primitive policy of origin, and we should work with the state of residency policy instead. All over the world, countries sell their residency for very high amounts of money. Investors go and invest just to get residency. Have you ever heard anywhere where indigenship is sold? It doesn't. It is a primitive model of government, and I guess you can trace as not progressing to that simple policy. So what am I suggesting and what am I bringing to the table? I am saying you cannot develop your country without getting the community involved. So when it comes to security, it has to be community policing, it has to be state police, and it has to be federal. And why am I saying community? Security has moved beyond what we are doing. It's moved beyond equipment. We have purchased a lot of equipment, but we have still failed to provide security. That tells you that it is not human security. What does that mean? The intelligence gathering process has to do with the people living in the community. Now, it doesn't matter the ethnicity, because if you go to Sokoto right now and you're looking for an Igbo man, you'll definitely find one. You're looking for your grandma, you will find one. So there's no point really to take someone from Calabar all the way to Sokoto because you trained him for 3 to 6 months and you assume that he can provide security. He cannot do that because he does not understand the language, he does not understand the terrain. So we should quit wasting scarce resources and just do the needful. What that means is that at the community level, we recruit people from that community, train them and send them back to that community. And at the state level, the state can take charge. I want to give an instance of the Benin and Lagos Express Road. That road has been bad ever since I was born. there's been crime rates increasing by the day, but you have over 30 checkpoints there. They collect money from motorways, they make life difficult, you stay in traffic for 3 to 4 hours, but government can simply take their hands, the federal government has insisted, take your hands off that highway, let the 4 state governors collaborate, bring in investors, invest money, have your 4 lanes, 8 lanes, whatever you decide, and toll that road. At the same time, the income generated from there, you use the expanse of land around that place and deploy it to agriculture. And you can decide to say 70% goes to the farm and 30% goes to the ranches. And at the same time, you provide jobs, you provide food, you provide security. One simple solution, you're creating solution for a lot of other issues. This is what we need. This is what we need to have a better country. We need to protect our borders. We are joking right now because when the child was shutting down, we did not pay attention. My father told me about that from the 1960s, and now that the climate change is coming, desertification, instead of us to take proactive measures towards protecting our desert, planting trees, trying to take down and push back global warming, we are here discussing ethnicity. That's a very primitive way to go. And the next and the major other thing is electricity. Even God that can see in darkness decided that there will be light. And Nigeria said there's no light. You know that. I've been advocating that we are in darkness for no reason. If electricity is removed from the exclusive list to the concurrent list, state governors don't even need to break out a penny. All they need to do is set up policies that will attract investors. When investors come in, all they need to do is provide the electricity. We have the wind, we have solar, we have gas. It depends on the terrain. Choose a model that will work for you. And the government will even collect tax on top of it. So why are we in darkness? And the third is technology. I'm not saying education, I'm not saying anything. Everybody knows that for you to have a thriving economy, your citizens have to be 100% educated. And this is not 2%, it's not 10%, it's 100%. And for every region, there is something that will work. Right now, we all know that the farmers have to go back to farms for us to be able to have food. So we're going to have farm-to-school projects where the children of the farmers will be able to school while assisting their parents in the farm. The same thing goes to the ranch-to-school project. The children of the elders can actually go to school and help their parents with modern technology. Nigeria is not amongst the countries that produce milk. The countries that produce milk don't have the system where a cow has to get into fitness and trek all the way from the north to the south. It's a primitive system. You cannot even find a healthy looking cow right now. They are all slim shadings. So it's not good for even for the elders. It's not good for the citizens. It's not profiting anybody. So why are we in this sort of system? So I will deploy technology. My government will deploy technology because you need to be able to plan for it. If you do not have the data base of how many children are in primary school now, how many children are in secondary school, you will not be able to predict how many universities you need in the next 5-10 years. So you have a lot of people who are out of school. And we know that capital flight is a major problem. Our doctors are going out and nurses are going out. What do we do proactively? So you invest in the healthcare sector, invest in mass in having more universities, and once you are training more doctors and there's no strike, what it means is that in 10 years you can have 2 batches of doctors out of school, and that is not going to be any more capital flight because the government can get involved and get taxed from the process. So I am saying that I know I'm quite young. I know that I might not have all it takes in terms of the finance, you guys know what I'm talking about. But I know that with all the kind of leaders and elders and big daddies we have in this party, you guys can make history. You guys can make history.